Hello YouTube, this is American Strong here. Haven't made a video in a very long time, so I thought I'd make a video just answering a lot of the questions that you guys have had posted on our YouTube channel. I also was making this video at the request of some users saying they'd like to hear from us and kind of get updates on where we're at. So the first things first that I wanted to talk about is I just wanted to talk about what we're about as a channel. We are an outdoors channel, or firearms channel. We do knife reviews, we do firearms reviews. We haven't gotten around to doing a lot of that stuff, and we also give you guys tips on the military where we can, help give you guys advice on that kind of stuff. And our background was me and Born to Kill are two separate people, just to clarify, because we're getting a lot of questions about, oh, I've been watching you guys from the beginning, all this stuff. Yeah, people are a little bit confused. Me and Born to Kill, we've been best friends since growing up. We're pretty much like brothers, and we thought, what the fuck, let's make a YouTube channel just for fun. So we did, and people liked it. So we were actually kind of surprised at that. We were like, we'll post this video and you know, see if anybody, you know, even watches it. The first one that we posted was actually us shooting a rabbit with a pellet rifle, and it's just terrible filming. You can't really see anything. So we decided we'd get into it a little bit more, and so that's about us. As you can see, my hair is long. I mean, long for military standards and stuff like that. I actually am not in the military. I enlisted. I went to Parris Island, and like a little bit over halfway through my training, I was discharged, and I don't really want to get into all that stuff that happened there, but yeah, I was medically discharged, so now I'm back at home, and I'm a civilian again, and I am clear to go back to training, not in the Marine Corps, but in another branch of the military that I don't have enough information about all that stuff yet. So anyway, I'm just going to answer the questions that I can answer. If I can't answer them, I'm going to refer them to Born to Kill, who is not with me tonight. He was in Afghanistan. Just give you an update on him. He is back now. He's living on base. You don't need to know where he's stationed, but so everything's good with him. He's safe. Everything went good there, and glad to have him back safe. I'd like to thank all of you guys who have been subscribing and following us. I know this is a really long intro, but I'd like to thank you. Thank you for all of your support for our channel, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start with the questions. I'm going to start with specific video names, and the first one that I'm going to start with is the maps overview. It's going to take me a little bit to read through these questions and answer them for you, but as long as you're patient, I can get some of these answers for you. Some of this stuff is funny. Like, I wish I had time to watch TV when I was there. I think it's really funny when people, even myself, think that MEP sucks, because it gets way worse. Anyway, we love like positive comments too, just saying how we help people out, how our information is good and stuff like that. Let's see if, yes. Okay, here's a question. I'm confused. Does the ASVAB seriously matter? I hear people say no or yes. Well, it's kind of like, I'm trying to compare it to something. It's kind of like, do your SATs matter? No, let's go to something else. Do your grades in college matter as long as you get your diploma? Well, from my understanding, they do, because employers look back at them. It's like that in the military. Once you get in and you get your MOS, even if your MOS does not need, say you're going into infantry, get an infantry MOS, and let's say they want to choose somebody for a specialized role. They're not going to choose people that have the lowest ASVAB scores. They always like to choose people that have the highest scores. So you want to score high on your ASVAB, because later in your military career they could be looking to promote somebody and look back at your score, or the better your ASVAB score are, the more technical jobs you could get. Now, if you don't care about what job you're going to get and you just want to do your time and get out, then I guess you don't really need to care about your ASVAB score. But I would say that you do. I mean, everything that you do reflects who you are, so you want to do your best on everything that is possible, because that reflects you. I mean, if you want to just be like, fuck the ASVAB and get a shitty score, then I mean, that kind of shows what kind of person you are. So I mean, try your best, and if you try your best and don't get a good score, then hey, that's at least you tried your best. A couple months ago, I was wondering what oh, fuck if I know. Somebody asked about something what they digitally signed. I don't know. I don't know half the stuff that I signed. I probably should have read through everything a little bit more, but you know, you're up there, you're nervous, you feel rushed, you're signing shit, you know. But anyway, I have a big scar on my right forearm. So people are asking about scars and cuts and things like that. I'm trying to like think back and remember. It's like probably about a year ago when I was at MEPS. Scars, as long as like it's not from surgery, it's not a big deal. If you didn't have any surgery where the scar is, then just don't worry about it. You know, tell your recruiter if you're nervous about anything like that. MEPS is nothing to worry about. Thank you. That's definitely agree with that. MEPS is seriously no big deal, guys. You know, it's only gonna, yeah. Anyway, MEPS, not a big deal at all. Just don't worry about it. Yes, I heard this also. I don't know if this is true, but we were told that if you did not clean out your ears with cotton swabs and you weren't shaved clean enough, they wouldn't pass you. I don't know if that's true, but I cleaned out my ears and stuff like that. So I don't know. I was nervous about that also. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay. I just want to clear this up. I know the military doesn't condone lying, but I haven't had an asthma since about 8, and my recruiter told me to lie about it. If it's something that's in your medical records and they can find out about, I would tell them. You can probably get a waiver. Your recruiter doesn't really give a fuck about you. You realize that later. They don't really care. You know, they just want to send you off and have you, you know, come back, but they don't care that much. So if you think that you need a waiver for something and you think it's a big deal, and you think that if they type your name up on the computer and they look at your medical records, which they don't do there, but when you're down at boot camp, let's say that you get sick or you get hurt, you can go to medical and they can look at your medical records, and there was kids getting discharged for stuff that they found in their medical records that they lied about. Now, I know it's gonna make a lot of people nervous. Just don't worry about it. You know, we'll keep going. Yes. See, the main thing about saying stuff at MEPS is tell your recruiter first. Don't go to MEPS and say it. Don't, you know, like let's say that you broke your leg in half and it healed up fine. Don't go to MEPS and say, I broke my leg in half and it healed up fine. Tell your recruiter, and then they can get you a waiver, and then you can go to MEPS. Everything will be clear. The problem is when you go to MEPS and you just start telling them all this shit you didn't tell your recruiter. That's when you get yourself in trouble. So we're almost coming to the end of the MEPS questions here. I'm just trying to look through all this stuff here. Yeah, your liaisons are gonna act like real mean to you, but somebody here said, one thing that I think you forgot is respect the hell out of your liaisons. IDK, how to spell that, haha. Knock before you enter and get whatever the hell you have to say out. Yeah, the liaisons aren't shit compared to drill instructors and things like that. So I mean, just get used to being treated like that. Just don't be nervous. Just go in and remember something that everybody needs to remember when they enlist. You're not in the military yet, so you actually have a lot of say over what goes on. I would say that if I'm gonna switch papers here, I would say that if you want a certain contract and your recruiter's saying, oh, it's full, it's full, it's full, then say, well, fuck that, I'm not enlisting until I get the contract. You'll figure out how quickly spots open then. Don't be pushed around or be scared just because they're in the military and you're not. Obviously, you need to have respect for them and their service. I'm just saying, you need to know you're the one who's serving out the contract, not them. Their job is to get you into the military and get you set up. So if your recruiter's awesome, then he'll set you up good. But if he's not and he just wants to get you through, then that sucks. But now I'm going to go to the Marines Delayed Entry Program review video, and I'm going to read through some of these questions and try to help you guys out with those. So again, I'm on the Marines Delayed Entry Program video. Any tips on doing pull-ups? Yeah, just do them. Get it. It sounds simple, and I'm sure you get that all the time. There's no magic fix for pull-ups. I also am not very good at pull-ups, but like the best thing that you can do is get one of those pull-up bars. They're like 20 bucks, like a CVS, and you hook them underneath your door and you do, whatever, 5 pull-ups when you go in your room, 5 pull-ups when you leave your room. Do that all the time. Just do pull-ups. And if you really aren't good at pull-ups, do your max set, at the gym or at the park or wherever you are, and get bands. And you link them through the pull-up bar, pull them down underneath your legs, and they aid you doing your pull-ups. And hopefully, that will help you get stronger. And then another thing that you can do if you don't have the bands is you get a chair and you stand up behind your pull-up bar and you grab on and you hold yourself up there and then you slowly bring yourself down. Maybe I'll make a video on how to help you guys with that, but those are ways that you can get better at pull-ups. And when you're in Parris Island, you'll have free time. And during your free time, if you're not good at pull-ups, then go to the pull-up bar and do pull-ups. You have about an hour of free time every night, and those are the guys that do better. The guys who sit around and write letters and think about home and how sad they are, those are the guys that don't get better at pull-ups. Just go do fucking pull-ups all the time. Do sit-ups, whatever you're not good at. So also do dips. Dips will help you out a lot also. Okay, sorry about that. My memory card got full. So I was talking about waivers. They're not that big of a deal. If something happened to you and you need a waiver for it, like, don't be nervous to tell your recruiter. And if your recruiter says, oh, just lie about it, if I were you, I'd say, no, I'd rather get a waiver. I'm not going to enlist until I get a waiver. That would be the smart thing to do. Anyway, I'm gonna go back down through here. Can you smoke? Yes, you can smoke at MEPS, but you can't smoke at boot camp. So if you can't go a couple days without a cigarette, well, fuck it. Yeah, smoke at MEPS, but like I said, in boot camp, you're not gonna be using any sort of tobacco products. About to go to MEPS this week. I'm nervous as fuck. Don't be nervous. It's probably from a long time ago. These people are probably all fucking shipped off by now. Okay, people saying that they're getting anxiety and stuff. Just, MEPS isn't a big deal. Get used to being uncomfortable. Yeah, body acne. Somebody said they're gonna kill me in MEPS. They got body acne. Yeah, that usually does cause a problem for people. So I don't know what you gotta do to get rid of that, but Okay. Well, I am done with Marines Delayed Entry Program review. So we're gonna move on to the big one, the Marines Boot Camp review, and I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can. If I don't know the answer, then I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Our channel is all about being real and, you know, helping you guys out. So I'm going to go through here. Okay. Sorry, I got to search through these comments and try to find the most helpful ones to all you guys. Okay, here's a good question. Good. For the first week or a couple of weeks of Marine Boot Camp, do you run a 3 mile or 1.5 mile? You're gonna run 1.5 miles when you get down there. Like within like the first couple of days, they're gonna test you. They're gonna make you run an IST down there with the drill instructors, and that's gonna be like your first initial fitness test. And if I'm correct, I'm trying to remember. If you don't pass that, I think that they make you go to like a holding platoon or something like that, but I don't know. So like, and in all honesty, if you're going down there and you can't run 1.5 miles, then why the fuck? It's ridiculous. You should at least be able to run like 2 or 3 miles, and it's not that hard to get your body up into that point. And I remember before I left, I was like, oh, why do I gotta, you know, do this, do that, you know? But it's just stupid. It's just laziness. It's what it is. You know, get your ass out there and start running every day or every other day. Whatever you got to do, you got to get ready. You know, this is what you're choosing. You're making a life decision here for 4 years of your life that's going to occupy your time. And you've thought about it, and you know, you have enough courage to sign all this paperwork, all the paperwork, and get ready to go and all that stuff. Why the fuck aren't you fully committing yourself to it and out there running? So anyway, and then you're gonna be running man, I can't remember the name of it, but you will be running 3 miles. We started with 1.5 miles, and we would run as a platoon when we would PT, and then we would run I think about 2 miles. When we do some runs, we'd like run 2 miles. And how often do you run a week? We ran like 2 or 3 times a week. But then you're gonna run 3 miles at the end, and I actually met a couple people that were getting discharged because they could not complete their 3 mile run at the end. Couldn't get it under the right time. And they were getting moved back to holding platoons and needing to redo it. And they have to go to this thing called, they called it pork chop platoon, where like you weren't in good enough physical shape to do like what they were asking of you. So you had to get moved back and just like PT all the fucking time for like until the next platoon catches up to where you were, and then you go to that platoon, but you have to PT all the fucking time. So it's just like, why would you not get yourself prepared? You're basically just like shooting yourself in the foot, you know? Why would you want to make it any harder than it is? So anyway, yeah, the first haircut I got in boot, I was fucking bleeding. The best part of receiving was, yeah, you fucking, yeah, those haircuts suck. Now, I'm just reading through here a little bit more. Don't they make you pay for your first haircut? They make you pay for every fucking haircut and every time you do laundry. I'm horrible at running. I can hardly run at a mile in 10 minutes. What should I do to prep? I'm 15 now, so I have time, but I want to get ready. Okay, run. Just fucking run. You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but like honestly, if you're not outside running and you're 15, like honestly, dude, just wait. Like, not wait, but get yourself in like decent physical shape now. Go out for track, play sports, do something that like makes you have to go run. You know, it's part of the training. I would say, you know, why don't you join cross country if you suck at running? There's another guy on YouTube, Elliot Haas. He always says, if you can't do something, you must do something. You know, if you can't run, then you must run. Go run more. You know, if it's something that you cannot do, you conquering that will make you a stronger human being. So just go run. The only way to get better at running is running. By the way, iCore app is perfect tool for knowledge and scoring. Okay, knowledge, all the stuff that you learn down there, you're gonna fucking yell it all the time. You don't need to know the information before you go down there. When your recruiters talk about, you know, wanting you to learn this information, seriously, don't waste your time. Just get in shape. You're gonna learn it down there. And the other thing is, like once you get down there, you're gonna realize that like getting in physical shape was a top priority, and the only reason they really make you learn that knowledge is so that you look good as a dep. Fucking, I don't remember what it's called, but they want you to look good in front of all the other people because they're getting graded on the people that they're bringing in. Another thing about physical fitness is we had some fat people in our platoon, and it's like their recruiters sent them down there and they weren't physically prepared and stuff like that. And so, you know, if you're overweight, like lose the weight before you get down there. Like you gotta think. Like I said, you're making a life decision to do this and you're committing to it. You know, committing is way more than that fucking signature on the paper. It's getting yourself in physical shape. And if you can't get yourself in physical shape, then why the fuck are you doing it? If you don't like working out, I just don't understand that mindset of just like, oh, they'll get me ready when I'm down there. No, they fucking won't. So, you know, they'll get you where you need to be and kick your ass in areas, but why wouldn't you want to be at the front? Because you're always being watched. Like I said before in this video, probably gonna make it a two-part thing because it's getting long, but you know, like I said before in the video, like who you are, your reputation, you know, is you are your reputation. So why would you want to be the slowest guy down there, not a leader and all that stuff when you go down there and need more of that molding? You know, why wouldn't you want to be a leader, the fastest guy down there? That's what you should be striving for. Another thing is that I just thought about is like help people out. You know, if somebody's struggling down there, you fucking help them. If you don't help them, then you're stupid, because that's like the whole teamwork aspect. If somebody's struggling down there, you gotta help them, and that will make you noticed and be good for you. So for all like the veterans that are posting on here, like awesome, thank you for your service. We love seeing comments from you guys. I'm gonna keep reading down through here. People are asking how many push-ups you have to do. I'm gonna kind of read down here while I do this. How many push-ups? You're gonna do way more fucking push-ups than you think that you're able to, but just like practice all that stuff. Do a lot of body weight type things, and like I said, maybe we'll me and my buddy will make some videos to help you guys get ready. That could be something. We're gonna be doing more firearms reviews also. Going in, how many push-ups? Just like I said, as many as you fucking can. Like honestly, you're gonna do a lot more than you think you can when you're being IT'd, but just fucking, you know, practice push-ups. You just gotta keep, you know, something you gotta do. There's a lot of like moto comments on here, trying to get through it. And like honestly, all these comments calling, you know, Born to Kill boot, it's like, yeah, he's straight out of boot camp, what do you expect? You know, he's trying to make this video to help people. But anyway. Do Marines use Mills gear or opt for training at boot camp? I don't fucking know. You shouldn't be concerned about petty ass shit like that. Some of the people on here are asking like these real petty questions. I mean, like I'm being honest. Like if you're concerned about like stuff like, am I going to be under the weight limit? This is how much I weigh, you know, all this stuff. Well, then you should be way under it. Just like anything, you should be exceeding those expectations that they're giving you Yeah, you gotta be exceeding all those expectations that you're giving. You should be exceeding any expectation that anybody gives you in any part of your life. That's getting into more deep stuff. Okay, what would the reason be for getting kicked out of boot camp? It's kind of an ironic question. Lying about something. Lying about something, and they find out about it when you get down there. Like some kids, they found out have hearing loss. They didn't tell people. They have horrible fucking vision. Getting super sick, and you can't keep going. Getting physically injured. Find out about a reoccurring back problem. Malingering, lying about sicknesses that you don't have to get out. It's not getting discharged isn't something that is just like they find you, they discharge you. But like, it was ironic, like a lot of the people that were getting discharged could have gotten waivers for the stuff that they got discharged for, but didn't tell MEPS, and they got discharged. Now they're home. Anyway, so many fucking stupid comments. Yes, he can wear it if he fucking wants. Talking about, I guess, Cornyfield shirt. I don't even remember what he was fucking wearing. Anyway, he can wear it if he wants. That's funny. He's probably wore it for the video. Yes, he did wear it for the video, actually. He was like, oh, I'll wear my Marine shirt for the fucking video, so, I can talk to some of these people and try to motivate them. But, anyway. All these people that are, leaving, good luck. You're probably all gone. I'm going to read Future Jarhead's comment here. Those who are truly destined to become Marines will wake up in boot camp, while those who toy with the notion of becoming Marines, as if anyone can just become one, will continue to do that. Yeah, that's like what I'm talking about with the running. If you're going to become a Marine, just fucking do it. All these people with the fucking gay comments, fuck off. Like, map is a waste of time. Mildly true. Can you explain? So many fucking stupid comments right here. Since when do we start calling drill instructors DIs? I don't know. We call them fucking DIs all the time, and we didn't have to go onto the quarterdeck. It's funny because a lot of you guys are saying, friggin', trying to be more respectful for a little bit of a while there. Try to reach a broader range of viewers and not curse as much. But hey, you guys made fun of it, so we're gonna say the fuck word as much as we want. Anyways, so just kind of to wrap up the video that I was making earlier, I actually brought upstairs and started editing it. My memory card got filled up with memory again. So just wrap it up. We love having you guys watch our channel. We'd love we'd love to hear what you guys would want to see more of. We're going to try to be more active on our YouTube channel. We just want to thank you guys for viewing our page as much as you guys do. It's awesome. We love new subscribers. Subscribe if you like this video. We're going to try to throw everything together right now, and I'm going to throw it up on YouTube tonight. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you again. American Strong out.